Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names at this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Off play action. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stevens. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Zero hesitation that time. That was getting throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Bears had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time, they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the...
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Holt. Caught by Wilson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Bush. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Holt. He finds his man, complete. That's Bird. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bird. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that... The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Bush trying the middle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Holt. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Holt got a man here. It's Wilson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sawyer. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Holt. And Wilson with it, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Up the middle they go. Sawyer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Holt. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll go again with Bush. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Operating from the gun. Holt. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On third down, Sawyer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run up the middle with Bush. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Pack. Territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They give to Bush going right. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission.